If you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you are in the correct place. It is draft week in the National Football League, and no place does it better than... Who's that, Tony?
Behind the steel curtain, of course.
Shannon, do you agree with that?
Definitely.
Now, of all the great shows, 21 original shows every single week on BTSC, who's the only show that gives their live chat a live mock draft? Shannon White.
I'm going to say it's us.
It's the hangover, baby. It's the hangover. Look, it is draft week. You check out BTSC for everything. Nonstop shop, one-stop shop, everything you need. After every pick, we're going to have a YouTube show. We're going to have Dave Schofield on the audio side with breaking news. You are going to have so much. You are going to love it. So here's the deal. We are going to get started really quick. No major breaking news over the weekend. Just little stuff here and there. So nothing that we really need to discuss. And it looks like in the live chat, if you need a job, somebody's trying to give us a job opportunity. Woo!
Yes!
Gotta love that spam. So let's
My lucky day.
So here's the deal. I know it's been very confusing with the lead up to everything was a lot different because we only gave you a week lead time. We did not fill all the spots, which is not a bad thing because sometimes we have people that take spots and they're not here. So the people that ask for spots are as followed: Zach Farnsworth, Bergman, SC, The Law Dog, Shield 91, Matt Smith, Josh Martin, Bully Mob Kennel, Tyler W, Doc Holliday, Terry Bittinger, Gyro, and Snowman. So there you go. So there you go. Now, that's not enough, though. We could use more. So what we're going to do, if you want to get involved in the live mock draft, we are going to take the first 10 people, and Tony is going to be our scribe, and he's going to write those down. The first 10 people that want to go ahead and get in, you can go ahead and get in. And yes, we are live, Michael O'Malley. We are definitely live. So if you want to go get in this and get a team, you definitely can. And check this out. We've got teams that we can pick from. So it looks like we've got Johnny Bravo. Yes, I love Shrek Johnny. And also we have, it looks like Jonas Wedlick. We're going to throw in Joseph M. I'm not pronouncing the last name. Michael O'Malley is banning himself from the draft, which I have no problem with. I have no problem with that whatsoever. So that's what we're going to do this. Brad Jewett, he will get in on this.
Woo!
So,
my man, Brad.
Yeah. Brad Jewett's in the mix on this. Speaking of Brad Jewett, a friend of Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen signs last week. Terrell Edmonds signs for less than Marcus Allen, but he's back. So that's some good news. Dark Storm has to go in 45 minutes. So he's out on any drafting. So no problem. Let's see. Anybody else in there in the mix? So here's the deal. We're going to go ahead and start with that, and we'll ask for some people. If anybody else says they want in, we'll go ahead and let them in. We should have enough. How many is that, Tony?
We got Johnny Bravo, Jonas Wellich, Joseph M., and Brad Jewett. We have 4 so far who signed. Okay. 4 latecomers who signed up.
Okay, so we needed 4, but we're gonna have some no-shows. So let's get 4 more on that list. Okay, so if you want to draft, we need 4 more on that list. So go ahead and get those names into Tony. So this is what we are going to do now. We are going to start off. Tony, if you want to go ahead and write these down.
Okay.
We're going, is Zach Farnsworth in the house? If Zach is in the house, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draft for him. So George Rice wants in. Let's go ahead and put George in. Now, if you get a team like the Giants, the Jets, the Saints, the Eagles, you're drafting twice. That's what we're doing. Woo. Some of the roles, if we call you up, C-double is in the house and in the draft. Now, here's what's going to happen. If you are in a position, where you're called to draft, you have 90 seconds. Shannon, do you have a stopwatch with you? Do you have your phone with you that you could go ahead and do that?
Yes, I do have my phone.
Okay. If you don't go in 90 seconds, we're going to go without you. We're going to have to go to the next guy and give somebody an opportunity. So with that being said, that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead. Let's try this. Zach Farnsworth. Let's see who he's going to get. Detroit Lions. So Zach is going to pick at number 2. For Bergman SC gets the Atlanta Falcons. Throw Matt Stoffko in on the list. Johnstown in the house. Don't ever let them tell you Johnstown's not a Yinzer, because Johnstown's a Yinzer too. Let's go ahead with Law Dog gets the Washington Commanders. That's who I got last week. Shield 91, Minnesota Mini Vikes. Josh Martin, Jacksonville. Snowman. What? The Pittsburgh Steelers. For Snowman, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Did I give Josh Martin one yet?
I don't think so.
Did I give Matt Smith one?
No.
Okay, Matt Smith. Did not read my writing on that one. Philadelphia, you get 2 picks, Matt Smith. Josh Martin. 2 picks for Josh, getting the New York Football Giants. Bully Mob Kennel. My gosh, I shouldn't write on black poker chips there, should I? We'll get the JETS Jets. So 2 picks for Bully Mob. Tyler W. will get the Houston Texans. Doc Holliday gets 2 picks with New Orleans Saints. Terry Bittinger. And I cannot read that one. Oh my gosh. I need to have a better system here, don't I? Let's go ahead and give Terry Bittinger the LA Chargers. The Chargers. Gyro. If Gyro is here, Gyro will get. That's wrong because that should be Philadelphia, and we've already picked Philadelphia, right? All right, I may have messed up here. Gyro will get Seattle. So who are the teams that need players, Tony?
So far, I believe the Texans, the Panthers, and you already called the Giants, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the Giants have, I don't remember, Billy, who's the Giants?
Bully Mob.
Bully Mob.
You know what the problem with Houston was? The Texans, they have 2 picks as well. Mm-hmm. So that's probably what the confusion was. So we should be pretty good. So on your list, who do we have on your list?
I have
The new players, the ones that you wrote down that just wanted to get in.
Oh, okay. I have Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo, Baltimore Ravens. All right. Does everybody have a team? Are we good to go? Does Jacksonville have a team?
Josh Martin.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you these names, and we're going to let everybody know again who their teams are. So Jacksonville is Josh Martin. So Josh, you are on the clock. Detroit.
That's Zach Farnsworth.
Zach. Who's Houston's team?
I don't think we established one for Houston yet.
Okay, so the next one on your list, is that Jonas?
Jonas Wedlick.
Okay, Jonas, you get the Texans. The Jets.
We don't have a team. Oh, Josh Martin again. It's the Jets. I think.
Okay, so that is a mistake then. We can't give him two different teams because we gave him Jacksonville. Okay. So if we already gave Josh the Jets earlier, we'll keep Josh with the Jets. So who's next on the list? Is it Matt Stofko?
It is Joseph M.
Joseph M. So Joseph M., you are on the clock with Jacksonville. Get your pick ready. The Giants. Who is the New York Football Giants?
Bully Mob.
Bully Mob. The Carolina Panthers. They do not have a team, correct?
They do not have a team.
All right. Who gets the next one?
Brad Jewett.
Brad Jewett. Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons. Is that Bergman?
Bergman.
Okay. Tyler W. I'm sorry, Seattle. Who do we have for Seattle?
Seattle, we have I don't know. I'm all over the place with this. Sorry.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. And for Seattle, we will go ahead and give that to the next one on the list. And is that Matt Stofko or is that C double?
See, George Rice hasn't had a team yet.
Okay, George Rice.
And that's Seattle?
That'll be Seattle. Do we have a Washington Commander? I know we do.
I didn't get that one. It's I've been trying to catch up.
Okay. So if you have the Washington Commanders, we can go ahead and give that to Matt Stofko.
Okay.
Terry Bittinger will be Minnesota. And then I can't remember who I gave Baltimore to.
Baltimore is Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Do we have one for Philadelphia?
No.
C double. And do we have one for, I know we have one for the LA Clippers. I'm not sure who, and we need one for New Orleans.
Doc Holliday's for New Orleans.
Doc Holliday for New Orleans. And is there anybody else that needs a team?
The only one I'm missing on this list is the Falcons. Did you give one to the Falcons yet?
Yeah, Bergman.
Bergman, okay.
So is there anybody on your list that asked for a team that doesn't have one?
Matt Stofko.
Matt Stofko has the Washington Commanders.
Oh, yes. Then I guess we're good.
Did I call them the Los Angeles Clippers? If I did, Los Angeles Chargers. I'm sorry. I didn't even know I did that. So if anybody wants to draft for the Chargers, feel free. If not, we will. So let's get this party started. Joseph M. is on the clock. You have actually not 90 seconds. You have 60 seconds. So start the clock, Shannon, and Joseph M., let us know who you want for Jacksonville. Fellas, this is interesting as we are going to go ahead and talk between all of these picks. We're going to look at Jacksonville. They can go almost anywhere. You know they're not going to go quarterback. Do you see these guys going defense, Shannon?
Yeah, I think they'll go Hutchinson. He's universally the safest pick there out of those top edge rushers. So I think they'll stick with Hutchinson.
Well, Joseph M. has made his selection, and we are going to go ahead and announce that. It is not Hutchinson. Detroit with Zach Farnsworth. Zach, if you're in the house, you are on the clock. And so Evan Neal goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars here for Joseph M. Evan Neal. That is a big guy. I think that could be a cornerstone player. They need to protect Trevor Lawrence. I like that a whole heck of a lot. Any thoughts on that one, Tony?
Well, I mean, he's definitely far and away. Well, I don't say far and away, but he's definitely the top tackle on the board. He has been throughout the entire draft process. And as you said, they need somebody to protect Trevor Lawrence, and they can go in any number of ways. So it's not a shocker.
All right. If Zach Farnsworth is in the house, or is he on the clock right now?
He's on the clock.
All right. How much time does Zach? I haven't seen him in the live chat.
Did he get 90? We're doing 90 seconds for the rest, right?
We're gonna go ahead and give everybody 60 seconds.
Okay. Well, then his time is up now.
Okay. So does anybody want to take over for the Detroit Lions for Zach? So we will go ahead and do that. If not, our very own Shannon White is going to pick for the Detroit Lions.
For the Detroit Lions, then we'll go with Hutchinson as number 2.
All right. Why are you taking Hutchinson here?
I just think that he's the safest pick. There's some guys that would warrant that pick, but Hutchinson, I believe, has a high ceiling, but he has a higher floor than the rest of these guys. And I think that the value for the top end pass rushers is just too high to pass on him here.
Claude Bishop kind of thought Detroit should take Willis. He jumped in with his pick. Should we defer to Claude since he jumped in and made the pick? I say we do, since it's their show.
That would be enticing.
And NVR NDR says Willis. So let's go ahead and we're going to kind of do a free-for-all here. Let's just do it that way. Shannon, I'm sorry to overstep you there.
Oh,
but
I'm cool.
We're going to give Claude B. It's Malik Willis. I don't think this is too much of a shocker, guys. I think this could possibly happen. What's your thoughts on this, Tony?
Well, I mean, they have Jared Goff. He's not exactly set the world on fire since he was number 1 pick, 6 years ago. So Willis is the number 1 quarterback on the board for on many boards. And so that wouldn't shock me. I think, the Lions need help in lots of different places, and quarterback is certainly one of them. So I would not be shocked if they went for the number 1 quarterback on the board.
I would actually stand up and applaud the Detroit Lions for making this pick because they need this guy. This is the kind of player that they need to bring in. I kind of think I don't think that's a bad deal for them for what they've been going through. If they can get that franchise guy, and if this guy is the franchise guy, then maybe this is a smart pick. So I really like that. And I think this is gaining some steam, Shannon.
He's got incredible talent, but it's a huge risk. The kind of risk that if he pans out, if he doesn't pan out, you set your franchise back a good while. And they've already got Jared Goff. I would not use the number 2 pick in the draft on Willis just based on the risk factor. But, you know, if he pans out, it's a great pick.
Very good. So on the clock is Jonas Wedlick, and waiting for Jonas is after Jonas is going to be Josh Martin with the Jets. And so actually, you know, Terry B, I just saw Terry B. You have a team. Terry B's asking about what team that he has, and
he has the Vikings at number 12.
Yes, he does. You are with the Minnesota Vikings, my friend. So on the clock is Josh Martin with his first picks with the Jets. Jonas Wedlick goes ahead and makes his pick with the 3rd overall pick. Oh my gosh, he's doing it official. I've got to bring him up if he's going to do it official. With the 3rd overall pick, the Houston Texans select Kayvon Thibodeau. Am I pronouncing that right? Thibodeau?
I believe so.
Edge rusher from Oregon, best player available. Also over Hutchinson on my board. Whoa, Mr. Hutchinson.
He's dropping. Who could have saw this coming?
Wow. Hutch is going down. Thibodeau to the Texans. Tibbs to the Tex. Love it. All right, Josh Martin, you've got your first of 2 coming up. So C Double says, hey, remember Trubisky was the 2nd pick. Hey, you can make mistakes with those picks. So we're waiting on Josh Martin. Josh did email me and said he might, with the jobs and the kids, he's going to try to get on. If he doesn't, what we're going to do is when that time runs out, when that 90 seconds runs out, Shannon, you let me know, and then we will do a free-for-all for the first pick of the Jets. What we will do, we will let you throw in the first 5 picks we get for the Jets. We're going to look at them, or the first few for the Jets. We're going to go ahead and take a look at, and what are we going to do? We're going to just decide from those 5, and if there's doubles or triples, then that's who we go with. So
let's time.
All right, live chat. Let's pick for this team, the New York Jets. First 5, throw them in. You don't have to say why, just throw the names in to get them in. Could we have 30 seconds on the clock, Shannon, for the Jets? Hutchinson says Sean Leach. I think this is the guy that the Jets need to bring in, especially with him dropping. Sean says Hutchinson. When the 30 seconds run out, whoever's on the board is on the board. Anybody else? NVR, NDR says Hutchinson. Johnny Bravo is saying Davis.
Wow, that's high. That's high for him.
Yeah, but there's 3 for Hutchinson. There it is. Jokes of them throws in Hutchinson.
It's time.
Okay, New York Football Jets. Snipe says it too. So the New York Jets are going to go with Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson. I called him Hutchinson. I knew I had a buddy in college called Hutchinson. But this is actually Hutchinson. Tony, why are we going with Hutch here?
Well, he's the number 1 player on the board, on a lot of boards, and the Jets need so much help everywhere. They might as well go for the quote unquote best player available. You can't go around. Like Shannon said, he's a safe pick, the safest pick, especially out of all the edge rushers. So I think it's a good pick for the Jets.
All right, Bully Mob is up. Let's give Bully Mob 60 seconds.
Okay.
So here we go with Bully Mob. Let's see. Formerly Solarverse, if you know, and also he's shown up at some Steeler games and hung out with the Scobros. Good, definitely a good dude. So let's see what we're looking at here for the New York Giants. The Jets have 2 picks. The Giants have 2 picks. And the same thing when that clock runs out. Giants can go here, there, and everywhere, Shannon, can't they?
Yeah, you can kind of see them. They're trying to shop their number 1 draft pick from last year, Tony, the wide receiver. So they might not be happy with him. They might be trying to trade him, and they might try to go with a wide receiver here in the first.
All right. So where are we on the clock?
That's just time. It's going on.
That's
right now.
time. Hey, that's our own. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Okay,
Yes.
I know that's ESPN or where do they go? Boo-doo-boo. They've got a tone. So that's the tone. So all right, live chat, New York Football Giants. We are in. Throw in those picks. Do they go defense? Do they go offense? I kind of think they add to the offensive line?
Yeah, well, you still have Ikam Ekwonu out there. He's definitely the second best tackle on the board.
Mm-hmm.
All right, while we're looking for these guys, the 4 players that have been picked so far, Evan Neal went to Jacksonville. Detroit took Willis. That's Malik Willis. Houston took the man from Oregon, Thibodeau. And the New York Jets took Aiden Hutchinson. The New York Giants, is that 30? Is that 30 seconds?
It's time.
Okay, we have is there a Dotson on the board that I'm just not thinking of?
As far as receivers,
Is there any Dotson? Eric Askew put in Dotson. Am I reading that wrong or? Well, we've got Ekwonu up there, Drake London, Sauce Gardner. Those are the 3. Garrett Wilson. Gosh, they're going all over the place for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to throw? Oh, Jahan Dotson. Thank you. Donald Nolan said Jahan Dotson. So it is Jahan Dotson since we've got 2. Wow, I was not looking at him that high up. Yeah, definitely no. I'm a Nittany Lion fan. I just wasn't thinking of him there. So there we go. I'm a Pitt.
Does that make him the first wide receiver off the board?
Yeah,
that's it.
Yep, first wide out off the board.
That's a surprise.
He's been climbing up the charts, but we've got 2 voting for Jahan, so that's good. Here's an interesting pick: the Carolina Panthers. For the Carolina Panthers, we have Brad Jewett. We know Brad's in the house, so let's go ahead and give Brad 60 seconds, and we will go ahead and everybody start looking at number 7 for the Giants. We're going to throw in picks for the Giants as well. So live chat, if you want to go ahead and start throwing in Giants picks, if they will be off the board if Brad takes it for Carolina. So we're going to need you in the live chat to do the Giants. So let me know when our 60 is up. Oh, it's in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is a nice one. He's taking care of us here. With the 6th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Charles Cross, offensive lineman, Mississippi State. Pickett is ideal here, but it might be too much of a reach. Give CMC, Christian McCaffrey, some strength on the offensive line. So Charles Cross is going to awesome. Carolina. Wow, that's pretty good. So the Giants are on the clock, and Jonas already puts a vote in for Ekwonu. And if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not, because I don't pronounce some things well. I try to, but I think it's Ekwonu. I know it's Icky Ekwonu, maybe.
Yeah, that's how I've been pronouncing it anyway. I could be way off though.
So we've got Ekwonu. We've got Kyle Hamilton in the mix. And this is for the New York Football Giants. They need some help everywhere, really.
Yeah.
There's not many places that you really think that they are set. I mean, I would even say at running back that they're not even set.
Right. Yeah.
So we've got another for Icky. If we get one more Icky, we're going to write him down. Write him down.
You don't think that Barkley is the guy for the Giants anymore?
I think they're shopping him. I really think that's what they want to do. All right. And Andrew Wynn jumps in and says Ekwonu. We got a Jordan Davis. We've got a Kyle Hamilton, but Ekwonu got 3. So it's Icky. You got the Icky shake.
I think this is great value for them at number 7.
That really is, man. The offensive lineman here, for you to be looking at 6 and 7, not too bad because there's some studs here. So I like that. Ekwonu going there. Number 8, my friends, the Atlanta Falcons. If we're going to give Bergman 60 seconds, this is what we're going to do. We're going to already start taking your picks in the live chat. Go ahead, throw in your selections if Bergman comes in with a pick, but go ahead and throw in your Falcons. Who's your dirty bird?
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys think this might be because people aren't talking about the Falcons that much as far as quarterback, but do you think this might be a team that maybe goes for quarterback since they just traded Matt Ryan? Who's your quarterback again? Mariota. Do you think they'll go for a quarterback here? Because that could be Pickett or it could be Willis.
Willis is gone.
I mean, in the real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually think that this is a great spot for Kenny Pickett. Another great spot is New Orleans, but right here, I think it's going to be Pickett. And I have a feeling that I'm going to start writing them down because we've got some Picketts. We've got 3 Picketts. We've got a Jameson Will.
That's time.
That's it. Atlanta Falcons select Kenny Pickett, or as Jeffrey Benedict likes to say, Kenneth Shane Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh. So Kenny Pickett is an Atlanta Falcon. The Seattle Seahawks are we're getting more Picketts. Snipes just came in. The Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
George Rice.
Is George Rice, and we know he's in. So, George, go ahead. Live chat. Throw in your Seattle picks, but George will trump you all. That's George Rice, and he already has a pick. Yep. So, before we go ahead and announce that, we are going to go ahead and say at number 10, the Jets, and we will be picking for the Jets. That was Josh Martin's pick. So go ahead and throw in your picks for the Jets right now and not the Seattle Seahawks. George Rice, after losing Russell Wilson, now we get them a good interior lineman, Kenyon Green from Texas A&M at 6'4" and 323. Who can argue Green? Yep. Seattle has green in their color scheme, and they are going to go Kenyon Green, offensive lineman, flying off the board. Tony Defeo.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise for me, but hey, all you have to do, it doesn't matter what the pre-draft opinions are. It's getting the right guy, and as he said, they definitely need to start rebuilding after the Russell Wilson trade. So, what better way than to start on the offensive line?
Shannon,
I think it's a little high for Green, but it's funny if they lost Wilson, and that was his big complaint that he didn't have enough protection. If they go offensive line, now that he's gone, that's really going to be funny.
All right, so we don't have anybody definitive for the New York Jets. We've got Brad Jewett going with Ahmad Gardner, Johnny Bravo with Drake London. Jared Devil is just picking for George. No, he's congratulating George. NVR, NDR, Stingley to the Jets. And we've got Garrett Wilson. So let's go ahead. C Double says Garrett Wilson. Let's go ahead and throw it. We've got a Hamilton. We've got 5 different picks.
Wow.
So we've got, Thibodeau. Snipes is out. Thibodeau's already out. Hutch is going there. Thibodeau went to Houston. So Is that 2 for Sauce Gardner? Yep, we've got 2. Donald Nolan, Jonas
There's no
Wedlick.
way.
It's Sauce.
There's no way they'd pass on Sauce.
Right.
Well,
Not there. There's no way.
To quote who I think is great, a professional wrestler that I just absolutely love, and it's Enzo Amore. We got the sauce.
Woo.
And he's from Jersey. I think he's more of a Giants fan, but the Jets, we got the sauce. There you go.
Wouldn't it be funny if if life comes full circle? Not really for the Steelers, but for the number 10 pick, and they get a Rod Woodson type, because I don't think anybody would think that Gardner's going to follow the 10th spot, and they certainly didn't think that Woodson was going to follow the 10th spot in 87. So that'd be a great find for them. Another Revis Island, perhaps.
Absolutely. So I'm thinking right here for this next one, Matt Stofko, you are on the clock, my friend. And here's the thing, it's the Washington Commanders. I know who I'm picking here, who's available. And I'm interested to see everybody live chat, start getting yours in. Put Matt Stofko on the clock, Shannon, please.
He's 42 seconds left.
Okay. So Matty S has 42 seconds left. My gosh, I think he went with a different guy, but he went defensive backfield. He didn't go with the guy I was thinking.
Woo!
With the 11th pick in the 2022 draft, the Washington Commanders take LSU cornerback Derek Stingley. And here's the thing with Stingley, that's a good pick. Everybody could take a good corner. I thought they were going with a safety here.
Yeah.
But Stingley, Washington might want to get that shutdown guy. They used to have a shutdown guy named here's the guy that doesn't get any credit. And the Washington football team doesn't get any credit for this either, because they're the one they did not pass. They did not pass on Dan Marino. They took Darrell Green, a Hall of Famer, 28, right behind.
Right.
And so they know a little thing about having a quality CB. So I like that a lot. I know this fella's in the house. So for Minnesota, Terry B. Terry B is going, we're going to go ahead and wait on Minnesota, but throw in your Minnesota picks as well. And then after that, Jonas Wedlick, you are up with Houston. Then we're going to have some Johnny Bravo action with Baltimore. So here we go. I tell you what, I love this draft. This is fun. And I think this is more fun doing it the way we're doing it this year. All right. I would much rather be picking for my beloved Steelers. Been a fan since 74 when we got our first. But since I must help the Vikings, give me Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, I could see that as a great pick. That's who I was going with, the Commanders.
What pick is that?
That's number 12.
Man, that's value.
That's
value. That's great value, number 12. Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, Tony.
No, I think he's like, of all the players that I've kind of watched since I started following the draft coverage over the last month or so, he's the player I like the most. And I would hope he would follow the Steelers, even though I'm a big Troy Edmonds fan. But there's questions about his 40 time. That's probably why he dropped all the way to number 12. But I mean, you could on tape anyway. He's a play. I hate to say on tape because it makes you sound like an expert, which I'm far from. But when you watch his highlights, which is all I've ever watched, he looks like a big playmaker. So who knows? The Vikings are going to be getting one heck of a player here.
All right. So how much time do we have left for Jonas Wedlick's next pick?
He's on there, ain't he?
Yep.
He picked
for the Texans, number 3.
Yes, but he picked.
But he also picked. He pick Linderbaum.
But he said Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
So he is going to go with a wide receiver with the 13th overall pick. The Houston Texans select Drake London, wide receiver, USC wide receiver on his board. I guess the top wide receiver on his board, Drake London.
Woo!
He's been he's been in a lot of top fives.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's been right. Big. I mean, this is a nice pick. Shannon, you're Tony, I know you're a Seinfeld fan. Do you love the Drake or do you hate the Drake?
You gotta love the Drake. I've always been a big fan of USC receivers for some reason. Maybe because of Lynn Swan, obviously Juju. So, and I like USC to school. So I'm glad. But it's interesting. Like if I'm the Texans here, Jamison Williams. I mean, the only thing, from what I understand, the only thing keeping him from being head and shoulders above all the other receivers is the torn ACL. So, and he's still on the board here, and all the other receivers were too. So, it's a good pick.
All right, so Baltimore is on the clock, and this is Johnny Bravo. Now, Johnny, you're not allowed to go the Jeff Hartman route. You have to go the route that you cannot go with a kicker. You have to go the route where you are employed.
There it is.
No, you cannot. The Ravens select Matt Araiza. Shout out to fellow Shrek fan Jeff Hartman. I am a Shrek fan, and I even answered that question, Johnny, before Jeff Hartman did.
Wow, that's like a
I
Raiders
answered
pick.
it on the Q&A, and he waited until Monday morning. So no. Nope. Gentlemen, I'm disallowing Matt Araiza. What do you think? Are you going to back me on this, or are you going to fight me?
I'd say we have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to. Yeah.
It's really going off the board. All right, here we go.
All right, no, I do like Johnny Bravo's backup pick. This could be a surprise, but they do need a center, and Linderbaum could. You know what they do with line? Baltimore does this, and I hate the Ravens, but they can take any pick, and any pick that you don't think is good enough for that pick, and they could make them something special. Yeah. So I really like that. The center there, Tyler Linderbaum. Thank you so much, Johnny Bravo. And I'm sure I saw Shrek before he did. So I know he's the editor, but come on, Johnny B. All right, we've got the Philadelphia Eagles. The first pick in C double is going to do that. After that, we've got New Orleans and Doc Holliday.
Yep.
All right, C Dubs. What you got, buddy? Okay, so Philadelphia has 2 picks here. They got rid of 1. And they still have 2 picks. I am never dressing like Shrek for Halloween, Brian Brown. I promise you that. I could probably pull it off, though. So, all right, live chat, get yours in here as well. Get your picks in here. NVR NDR says, I'm surprised that
there we are. We got the
Davis
pick.
is still there, and we've got a pick. And man, this breaks my heart. Shannon breaks his heart too.
Yeah.
With the 15th pick, the Eagles select Jamison Williams, wide receiver, Alabama, Roll Tide, C double. I think you're absolutely right. I think this is the pick. This is going to happen at 15. I'm just hoping it happens later, because to quote the great Kevin Smith, KT Smith, when he says, if Jamison Williams is there at 20, I'm knocking people over. He's even going as far as knocking over an old lady in a walker to get to Jamison Williams. But this is the pick. I mean, and with 2 guys, you got to go this way.
Yeah, they would be reuniting the Heisman Trophy winning #1 selection last year, Smith, with Williams. And that'd give them an explosive receiving group right there.
Wow, C double knocked that out of the park, but I'm just bummed. I wanted that to go to Pittsburgh.
And it's amazing to me. I realize the torn ACL is a major injury, but not as much these days as it used to be. So that's why I'm so shocked to see him falling. If he's that much of if he's that special of a talent, you would think teams wouldn't be deterred by that injury. I mean, you would think he's gonna be as close to 100% as possible in 2022. So. Yeah, I'd be surprised if he dropped that far, but we'll see.
But he only fell to 15, so it ain't like he fell that far.
Well, I know, but I was thinking like before, like if he wouldn't have had, I guess my point is if he wouldn't have had the injury, he was probably good looking at a top 5 or 10 pick.
Exactly. Yeah. But he didn't fall that far is all I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And they get to pick again in a couple. But up next is New Orleans. So start getting your Saints picks in and start getting your Saints picks in for 16 and maybe 18, 19. But right now on the clock is Doc Holliday. Start the clock on Doc. Start the clock on Doc. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 45 left.
All right. So let's go ahead. Everybody start your Saints picks.
Is Pickett still on the board?
Pickett is gone. He's an Atlanta Falcon.
And Willis is gone.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only 2 quarterbacks. Okay.
Well, it looks like this is going to go pretty quick, I think, here. We're still waiting on Doc. But we've got a couple Olaves already. Pickett's already gone.
Yeah.
Pickett's an Atlanta Falcon. NVR says Trevor Penning. We've got a Garrett Wilson. We've got a Garrett Wilson. So we've got 2 Olaves. So with the 16th pick, the New Orleans Saints will go ahead with Olave. What's it? His first name's Chris? Is it Chris Olave?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris Olave.
Of the Ohio State University. And I think that's a pretty good pick. Before we talk about Chris Olave, let's go ahead and put the Los Angeles Clippers on the clock.
Not the Clippers.
Oh my gosh, I did it again. The Los Angeles Chargers. I'm not
And
even.
you love the Chargers.
Yeah, I like the. Well, I don't love the Chargers. I like the Chargers.
I love Justin Herbert. I know that.
Yeah.
Why do I have the Clippers? I'm not even a basketball fan.
You've been watching the NBA playoffs.
No, not a single bit. The closest thing that basketball I'm watching is that show on HBO, Winning Time, about the 1979 start to the Showtime Lakers. So, man, I'm never gonna live this Clippers thing down. So we went Olave, and we were asked to go ahead and read down the picks. At number 1, Jacksonville, Evan Neal. Detroit, quarterback, Malik Willis. Thibodeau went to Houston at number 3. Hutchinson went to Jacksonville at the Jets at 4. The New York Giants took Jahan Dotson at number 5. Carolina with Charles Cross at number 6. Ike Ekwonu for the Giants at 7. At 6 was Carolina with Charles Cross. 7 was Ike. 8, Kenny Pickett to Atlanta. 9, Kenyon Green to Seattle. 10, Sauce Gardner to the Jets. Washington took Derek Stingley at 11. Kyle Hamilton to Minnesota at 12. Drake London to Houston at 13. Baltimore took Tyler Linderbaum at 17. At 14. At 15, Jamison Williams. And at 16, Chris Olave. So a little run on wide receivers. Are we going to get another wide receiver for the Clippers? I know, the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Time's up, by the way.
All right. So let's go ahead. We've got one for Andrew Booth here. Let's see. Do we have any others? Well, I was reading that off. Do we have any other Clipper picks here?
No, that's the only one so far.
All right, let's throw in our clip picks.
Do you guys surprised to see Trey Walker still on the board, or do you think he's been overhyped lately?
A lot of people think that he is going high.
Yeah,
so,
I know. Yeah. It's crazy. That's a new one for me.
Look at some names here. We've got a Booth, a Wyatt, a Wilson, a Jordan Davis, a Trayvon Walker. We've got another Jordan Davis. Drake London's gone. So the Los Angeles Chargers, with the 17th pick in the draft, will select Jordan Davis.
Woo!
From the University of Georgia, the champions. All right. Philadelphia at 18 is on the clock, and that's C double. Start getting your picks in for New Orleans. We know C double's here, so let's start collecting some New Orleans Saints. C double with Philadelphia.
C double's pick right there.
C double pick for Jameson Williams, and
Well, I see C double picking Jordan Davis. I don't know if that's the same C double.
Yeah, but he just went to the Clippers.
Yeah,
so,
he's off the board. CW.
The Chargers.
C-double.
Oh my gosh, man! I gotta stop doing that. I've never done that before.
You're killing me.
Oh gosh, I don't even drink. Wow.
So we have to give C double time to regroup, but he didn't know. Did we make a mistake with the Chargers? Because I may have counted Jordan Davis for the Chargers. No,
well, for the right pick. Okay.
Yeah, that was right.
Okay. So we need C double for the Philadelphia Eagles.
There we go. He got the pick in.
Oh, look at this. Bulldogs. Couple Bulldogs off the clock. Oop, wrong
National
one.
Champs.
Devontae Wyatt not going to Pittsburgh, but going to the Philadelphia Eagles. So, I mean, they got some beef up front. They've got a wide receiver. Not bad for this team. Not bad at all. I am sleep deprived. I only had about 9 hours of sleep from Thursday night through Saturday night, all the way until I slept well last night. So I do apologize. I don't know what's going on. It's draft week. I can't be off on draft week. What's going on?
You got time to rest before that. You got some time.
In our mock, that means Travon Walker is still out there.
Yeah.
Of the 3 defensive linemen, he's the one that's still left. That would be something.
Okay, so we've got a vote for Travon Walker for the Saints. We've got Sam Howell for the Saints. Devin Lloyd's still in our lap too, says Brad Jewett. That's really interesting. Travis Jones is a vote for the Saints. We've got another Trayvon Walker. We've got a McDuffie for the Saints. Actually, I think Trayvon was a vote for Philadelphia. So, oh no, that was for Saints. So Trayvon Walker. Yeah. So we need to get a couple more pending. Daxton Hill, Ritter. We've got another Ritter. Did the clock go off?
5 seconds.
All right. Unless somebody throws it in, it is going to be.
That's it.
New Orleans Saints pick Desmond Ritter at number 19. Snowman is on the clock.
All the pressure in the world.
Ritter kind of makes sense here. Pickett's gone.
Ritter's similar to Hill, who's one of their quarterbacks now. So maybe that's why they'd want to go that way.
All right, Snowman. We're waiting for snow. Snow will be falling in less than 90 seconds on Pittsburgh.
He's the man of the hour. Snowman.
All right.
There's only one pick that makes sense.
What is it, Shannon?
Travon Walker. Travon Walker, if he's still there, the way the Steelers, he's real versatile. He can do everything. He can drop in coverage. He's kind of like TJ Watt in a way. And, Alex Highsmith is too. You can never have too many good edge guys. Right. So I don't know how they can pass on him here because the top defensive line guys are gone. Straight defensive line.
Right.
So you think it's going to be Trayvon Walker?
Yes.
Terry Bittinger wants Walker. Brad Jewett's laughing because Trayvon Walker can literally go number 1 overall to Jacksonville. It's been said.
Yeah, I
That's
was reading
so-
that today.
We know
Where's he
Snowman's
at?
in
There
the
he
house.
is. Yay!
Whoa!
Way to go, Snow!
With 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Trayvon Walker.
Oh, yes.
And I don't think not too many people gonna argue with Snowman here. Nice. Very
Where do we
nice.
sign? Where do we sign?
I tell you what, guys, you knocked it out of the park. Now, if you're
Yeah.
asking who's doing 21 to 32, do you really care? No, I know you don't.
No.
You got to Pittsburgh, and that's what we're going to do with the draft. We try to adapt this every year. It got off a little bit slow, but there you go. That's our show. So good job. We're going to go ahead and see how this all shapes out, and it's going to be really interesting. But I love you, live chat. Our BTSC Nation is something else, and this is a great job. So for Tony Defeo, for Shannon White, my name's Bryan Anthony Davis, and we've got only a couple days until the draft, and we're going to find out for real. And if Trayvon Walker falls on the Pittsburgh Steelers' laps, there is going to be some cool in the gang going on. You know what I'm talking about, Tony, right? Some cool in the gang?
Some cool in the gang, and Alex Highsmith and his dad are going to be playing with chips on their shoulder. Our buddy Sam Highsmith. But I think Steel Nation will be celebrating if Trayvon Walker's the pick.
Celebrate. I was trying to get Tony to sing, but he won't.
Well, yeah, you don't want to hear that.
All right. So for Shannon, for Tony, my name's Bad. Thanks so much. Great job, live chat. Once again, we love you. This is great. Wade Johnson says this would never happen, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. So we need you to do 3 things. 1, be safe. 2, be true to yourself. And 3, always be behind the steel curtain. And just when you think you've got all the answers, Tony Defeo,
We keep changing the questions.
let me tell you something, Shannon White. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the hypocycloids. It's draft week. Hangover draft number 4 in the books. Trayvon Walker is a Steeler. We will see you